I teach 5 leadership tools, basically choosing to be a hard worker, choosing to be confident, choosing to think about bullying in a different way, and I teach that in my presentation. I teach a lot about toxic relationships. That's something I've been through. And then being grateful, just being grateful for your life. I'm a motivational speaker because I had a really hard time as a teenager, and I think because of that I understand teenagers and I love them. I just love them. So I travel around the country. I've been doing it for about 11 years, and I enjoy it. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good with my life, and it's my purpose. I teach a little technique called the claw, which stands for staying calm, loving them, avoiding them, and then you win. And that's kind of a bullying technique based on the golden rule, which is an ancient piece of advice on how to deal with mean people.
Hey, McAllen! You guys seem awfully spry for 9 a.m. I'm very impressed. Are you happy? You happy? All right. I'm so excited to be here. Right off the bat, you need to know, I am one of those mushy cheek pincher kind of ladies. I just think you're adorable. I want to pack you in my bag like little poodles, like Paris Hilton, and take you home with me. I know. She's creepy. She is creepy. But I really am happy to be here, and I would not be taking time away from my handsome husband and my 2 kids if I didn't actually care about you and care about what I'm going to talk to you about today. So I'm excited to be here, and I have a belief. I believe that we're all born 100% awesome, 100% confident, and 100% great. And then along the way, we get damaged. We get hurt, we make some hazardous choices, there's rejection, trauma, tragedy, embarrassment, etc. And over time, slowly, we forget. We just forget how awesome we are. So my job is to remind you. I'm going to remind you by giving you 5 rock-solid tools that can actually help you remember on a daily basis. And I call them tools because they are actually cognitive behavioral therapy techniques and leadership skills, sounds so boring and official, that I've been studying for about 11 years. So the stuff I'm going to give you is science. We're not just going to talk about fluffy bunnies and rainbows and, hold hands and sing Kumbaya. You're disappointed. He's disappointed. Sorry. Everything I'm going to give you is science. They are real ideas that can actually help you. So, tool number 1. What do you guys want to do? Raise your hand. I want to hear, what do you guys want to do? Does anyone want to go to the Olympics? You've been watching the Olympics? Is anybody going to college? Have you decided for sure you're going to college? Raise your hand high. I want to see it. Nice. Nice. I'm very impressed. What are some of the other things you want to do? Even if it's crazy or weird, I want to hear it. Even if it's crazy or weird, I want to hear it. What do you want to do? Raise your hand. Come on. Come on. Give me something. High school? You want to graduate from high school? What? Law school. I like you. I like you. Give me another one. Yeah. Yeah. What? Genetics. Genetics. Oh, I'm very impressed. That's awesome. Give me another one. Yes, that is very cool. I like it. Give me another one. And one more. Yeah. Engineer. A woman engineer. Cheer her on. That is fabulous. I love it. I love it. I have a crazy dream. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed you. Yeah, go ahead. Mars One program. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds cool. Give him a hand. That is awesome. I like it. I have a crazy dream. You want to hear my crazy dream? I have a dream to become the official voice of the GPS navigation system, the TomTom. I know. It's a little crazy, but I'm really excited about it. And for anyone that doesn't know what a TomTom is, because we all have Siri, I'm sure, but if you don't know what it is, it's this little box you put on your dashboard. It speaks directions to you, gets you to your final destination. It's beautiful. And if you want to change the accent and you want James Bond to give you your directions, you can. It's fabulous. So I've been practicing all my accents. Will you tell me if I'm ready for my audition to be the TomTom girl? Because I'm going to audition. I called the company. They said they want to hear all the accents. Okay, you ready? Okay, we start with American, naturally. In 1/4 mile, turn left. Your destination will be on the right-hand side. My husband loves that voice. I don't know why. Thank you. She's so inappropriate. And then we have Southern, like from Texas. Where in the name of gravy did you get the boneheaded idea to turn left? I told you to take a right at the Kentucky Fried Chicken and another right at the taxidermy shop. Hold your hammock, I'll redirect you. And then we have Brooklyn, like from Brooklyn. So the nail salon's coming up on the right-hand side, but if you're looking for a great manicure, you're going to want to take a left and go to Shaniqua's Beauty Parlor on the south side of town. Honey, you're going to look fabulous. And then we're British. Hello, Governor, jolly good day for a jaunt, I'd say. Now what you want to do is go round the roundabout past a little shop called Crown Dentistry, which is the only dentist in England, and as usual you'll notice that no one's there. She's mean. She's so mean. Who writes this stuff? I don't know. And then we have Minnesotan, like from Minnesota. Oh, don't you know, Bobby, I'm just too darn busy to get to those directions, don't you know? Wheel of Fortune's on the telly. Can't you wait till the commercial for crying out loud? And then we have Valley Girl. So, you want, like, directions, like, to the library? Well, I've never, like, actually been to the library. But if you want directions to the mall, you can, like, totally go to the mall. Oh my gosh, I've been there lots of times. We can go in there together. Wouldn't that be so much fun? Oh my gosh, I love that. And then with Arabic, like from India. I am now going to recalculate your directions, Mr. John. Would you like a squishy while you wait? And lastly, we have Irish. Now, if you're looking for like a cathedral, you're going to want to take a right and go past the dancing leprechauns. Put down your bowl of Lucky Charms and pay attention to the road, you idiot. Hey, Tom Tom. I know. She has a lot of time on her hands. Yes, I do. So I have a lot of crazy, weird dreams like becoming a Tom girl. Another weird dream I have is I want to be a movie director. I love movies. Movies are my thing. And when I was a teenager, when I was your age, I used to watch, no joke, like 2 or 3 movies a day. That's embarrassing to admit. But it's the truth. And I realized real quick that my life was really, really out of balance. So I say that to you because I want you to know that I am a total geek. I am into technology. I'm addicted to my iPhone. And I love and appreciate technology. But we have to find a balance. I'm here to talk to you about leadership skills, and leaders know self-control. Leaders are disciplined. So for me, I'm not telling you what to do. You got to decide what your limit is and your balance is for you. And I'm talking not just technology. I'm talking like time with your friends, or time on the computer, like screens of any sort. Spending time with really anything that you can get out of balance with. There has to be balance. There has to be discipline. There has to be self-control. So for me, I had to set a limit for myself, and I said, okay, let's do like 1 movie a week. That's a little more balanced. I can only watch 1 episode of Duck Dynasty per day instead of 4. I'm a little addicted to Duck Dynasty, I'll admit it. And I can only watch 1 movie a week. Like, I had to set limits for myself. And a really cool thing happened once I set a limit for myself and I followed my own rule. I became so creative. It was pretty incredible. I was actually shocked by it. I thought, oh my gosh, I am like really imaginative. I can come up with really cool ideas of really awesome things that are going to make my life exciting and fabulous when I follow my own rules and I set my own limits and I'm disciplined enough to follow my own rules. So finding a balance. One of my favorite heroes, one of a rock star leader, that I would call him, Steve Jobs, who created all these screens that we watch, but I think he's pretty incredible. He said, the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. So ask yourself what you love. Talking about all these dreams, these things that you want to do when you grow up. What do you love? What are you excited about? What are you passionate about? What are you naturally good at? What makes you happy? Focus on that and set a balance for everything else in your life. Have your homework time, have your screen time, have your social time, but set a balance, set your boundaries. Because leaders, here's tool number 1, leaders choose to work. And anything that you want in your life, you guys, you have to work for it. There are no shortcuts. Nobody, your teachers, your parents, they cannot hand you success. They cannot hand you happiness. Your parents can't do your push-ups for you. Your teachers cannot memorize your times tables for you. You have to do it. Anything that you want in this life, you can have. Because the cool thing is, you live in a limitless country. Limitless. You can make anything happen as long as you're willing to work. There are no shortcuts. Tool number 1, leaders choose to work. And it all comes down to our choices. All right, tool number 2, I need a volunteer. Someone who has a flair for drama. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you come up. Give her a hand. She's so brave. She's so brave. Come on up. What a brave girl. In front of your whole school. What's your name?
Brianna Margot.
And what do you like to do for fun?
I don't know. Things.
Netflix. All right, we can be friends. We're both geeks together. All right, so I just want you to watch her, okay? Let's pretend you've never seen her before in your life. You don't know her at all. I just want you to watch her, okay? Just watch her. You've never seen her before in your life. Just watch her. She's an actress. Very impressive. Okay, so describe her personality to me. Raise your hand. Describe her personality to me. She's paranoid. Yeah, what else? What? She's very shy. I was going to say creepy. She was creeping me out. What else? Insecure. Totally. So you got all that just by watching her walk? That is interesting. All right, take 2. Let's try something else. Let's pretend you've never seen this person before in your life. You've never talked to her. Let's even give her a different name. Let's call her Francesca. Let's call her Francesca. Okay. Okay, just watch her. Yeah. Strut, girl. She's modeling. She's walking the catwalk. Okay, perfect. So now describe Francesca's personality to me. I want to hear. She's confident. She's happy. Yeah. She thinks she's all that. Totally. What else? Skinny? Oh, conceited. Got it. Okay. Yeah. She's pretty? Prissy. Yeah, probably a little bit. So you got all that just by watching her walk. That is interesting. All right, give her a hand. I have a little present for you. A little shameless self-promotion, never hurt anybody. I'm giving her a little shirt, and I actually like it. I kind of designed it myself. It's like a weird kid that like is spraying poison into his mouth, and it says, I don't drink Windex.com. And I'll explain what that means, but I thought the design was actually really pretty, so I hope you like it. And I got you a book too, and I hope you like it. And if you don't like it, you know, if you need to build a fire, you'll have kindling. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so here's my question. Let's pretend that Francesca is walking very confidently. Her shoulders are back. She's smiling. She's having a good time. She looks like a fun girl. You'd want to be friends with her. So let's pretend she's walking very confidently and you think she's confident, but let's pretend on the inside she's thinking very destructive thoughts like, why am I going to this next class? I'm just such an idiot. I'm totally going to fail it. And why is that guy looking at me? He's probably noticing my unsymmetrical earlobes. He probably just thinks I'm an idiot. Why am I even going, like walking towards him? She's thinking very destructive thoughts, okay? But she's walking confidently. Would you still believe she's confident? Yes, you would. Because there's no way you'd know the difference. Perception is reality. Whatever you project into the world, that's what people buy. Because honestly, here's a tip. No one has time to analyze your insecurities. They really don't. You're not going to sit there and analyze somebody else and say, is she really confident or is she not? I can't tell. Like, no one has time to do that. You know why? They're too busy with their own insecurities. No one has time to analyze yours. So whatever you project, that's what people buy. This is called fake it till you make it. And I have studied leadership. I have studied hundreds of amazing leaders throughout history. And I guarantee you, this is a tool that they use. I'm not kidding. You walk into a situation, you feel uncomfortable, you're feeling nervous, but if you pull your shoulders back and you smile, you can still own the room, because you'll be amazed. If you try this, and I triple dog dare you to try it, you'll be amazed how easy it is to fool people. She's weird. She's teaching us to not be authentic. You're right. If you try it and you're amazed how easy it is to fool people, you will be equally amazed at how easy it is to make that person, that bold, daring, awesome person, that confident person that you're bringing to the surface is kind of like a Francesca mask that you're wearing, that you're pretending. You'll discover that that really is you. That's the best version of you, that confident person that you've been hiding. You bring that up, you discover, oh my gosh, it's so much easier and so much more fun to just be confident instead of holding myself back and not raising my hand in class, not asking that girl out, not starting that little business I want her to start. Those confident ideas that you hold back, let them out, man. Let them out. Another rock star leader, hero of mine, is, oh, and I forgot. I'm so professional. Walt Disney. I love Walt Disney. Does anyone like Disney as much as I do? I love him. I love him. He overcame abuse and poverty, and look where his belief in himself took him. Look where his confidence took him. It's amazing what he created. He said, it's fun doing the impossible. Walt Disney said, it's fun doing the impossible. I care a lot about this because when I was 15, I had another dream, another skill that I really wanted to develop in myself. Singing. I love to sing. I love it. It makes me happy. It's something I'm passionate about. I love to study it. I love to try to make myself better. And when I was 15, I thought, my life would be perfect if I could be famous. I just wanted my face to be on t-shirts and yo-yos and frisbees. I wanted a frisbee face. And I thought, if I could have a frisbee face, if I could be famous and rich and have everyone think that I'm just so cool, then my life would be great, because we all know fame and fortune brings happiness. Right, Miley Cyrus? Oh, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's very nice when she's not twerking. So I got my chance. When I was 15, I signed a recording contract. I moved to Orlando, Florida, which was the Britney Spears clothing capital of the world at the time. It was right when she came out, so they were trying to make a whole bunch of other girls be just like her. And I lived in this beautiful plantation house with a lake in the backyard and jet skis, and I was recording in a multi-million-dollar recording studio, and anytime I wanted to go shopping, they'd hand me a credit card. Girls, would you love it? Yeah. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have arrived. Nothing in my life will ever go wrong because I'm going to be rich and famous. Nothing can ever go wrong in my life. So it surprised me when only 2 months into this adventure, I didn't want to get out of bed in the morning. And I didn't know why. It was the very first and only depression I had ever known, and it scared the living daylights out of me. I did not know what was wrong, and I didn't know how to handle it, so I would just sleep in until noon when I was supposed to be recording in a multi-million-dollar recording studio. And I was angry at myself. I was just thinking, just get up and work, Jessie, you're being so lazy. But it was this darkness, it was this heaviness that I could not shake, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I toughed it out for another 2 months, so a total of 4 months living my dream. And then I went home to Utah to just kind of take a break. And stepping outside of the situation and kind of looking at it objectively, I realized what was wrong. I was being suffocated. I was around a whole bunch of people who were telling me what to wear, what to sing, how to dance, what to eat. They were telling me I was too chubby and I'd never make it unless I lost weight. And all of that controlling, that being a puppet and being suffocated like that led me to a very hazardous behavior. Bulimia. I threw up my food, risking the health of my voice, by the way, wanting to please other people. I was not in control of my own life. I had no say in my own life. I couldn't be a leader of my own life. And that led me to a very, very hazardous behavior that I struggled with for a couple years, man. It's horrible. But I learned a really good lesson, and the only thing that got me out of that very hazardous choice was this. I thought my negative belief all the way through. Here's a little cognitive behavioral therapy tool that you guys can use. If you think your negative belief, I had a belief about myself that I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't skinny enough to make it. I wasn't good enough to be valuable in the world. That was my belief. I honestly believed it. I was not pretty enough. I was not skinny enough. I believed it. So I had this negative belief, and then I thought it all the way through. I thought, okay, maybe I'm not pretty. Maybe I'm not skinny. Does that mean I can't be great? Does that mean that I can't be great? So apply this to you. Maybe it's acne. Does my acne mean I can't be great? Maybe it's a learning disorder. Does my dyslexia mean I can't be great? Just because I made some bad choices with drugs in the past, does that mean I can't change and become great? No. I am here to say no. That is not what it means. I'm here to tell you you can be great, no matter what you've been through in the past, no matter what bad choices you've made, no matter what you're struggling with right now, no matter what life throws at you in the future, you can be great. It all comes down to our choices. Leadership tool number 2, leaders choose to be confident. Leaders choose to be confident, and it all comes down to our choices. All right, I need another volunteer. We need another volunteer. It's very fun. It's very fun. You. He's enthusiastic, and he's by the stairs. Give him a hand. He's so brave. I love secure guys. You're secure. What's your name?
Nick.
What do you like to do?
Play basketball.
Do you like Pop-Tarts?
I love Pop-Tarts.
Excellent. Did you shower this morning?
Yes.
That's good. All right. Okay, come on over here. All right, Nick. I want you to bully me. I want you to be mean. I want you to, like, criticize me, and you can even push me. I'm a blue belt in karate. I can take it. All right. Yeah, bring it on.
Your hair is frizzy. I don't like your eyes. Your makeup looks like crap.
What the crap? Like, are you such a jerk? Like, why would you say that to me? Who are you? I'm going to tell everyone in this school not to be friends with you. You're such a jerk.
I don't care. You're still ugly.
Oh my gosh, like, who are you? Who says those things? You're such a jerk. I'm going to go tell the administration. Okay. Good job. Nice. Give him a hand. Yeah. That meanness was moving. It was moving. It's very powerful. All right. So when someone is mean to us, our natural reaction is what? To defend yourself, to get mad, to get back in his face, or to cry, or to be emotional. And what does he want? If there's a bully, like, maybe this doesn't apply to you, but for some of you it might. If there's a bully in your life, what is he looking for? What is he, like, digging for? The reaction. Exactly. Thank you. He wants you to get mad. He wants you to get back in his face so that he can me. It's like ping pong. It's just going to go back and forth and back and forth. And then the next day, he wants to do it again because that was fun. And then the next day, he wants to do it again because that was fun. That's fun for him, which is twisted and weird, by the way. But that's what he wants. So when I react to him, it just feeds him. It just makes it fun. It's like a game. When I react, it makes it fun. So let's think of it another way. Let's just try to think of it another way. Okay, come on.
Okay. I don't like your hair.
You don't like my hair? Oh, all right. Well, I kind of like it. I dyed it myself. They were having a sale at Kmart on hair dye. So I thought it was kind of pretty. Is it too red? You think it's too red?
No, it's... Your eyelashes look fake.
Well, that's because they are fake. I kind of like them though because I can just get up in the morning and I don't have to put on mascara, so it like saves me time, you know. That's why I like it. Hey, I was gonna tell you, you did great in that basketball game the other day. Good job. You're pretty talented. And then I walk away. So just think about this. Think about this. I have, good, give him a hand. Give him a hand. Very good. So just think about this. I have a little weapon for you. I call it the weapon of diffusion. It's called the claw. I know, she's so cheesy. It is cheesy. I needed an acronym. I couldn't think of anything else. So the claw stands for stay calm, love them, avoid them, and you win. So basically just think about this. This sounds like something you've probably heard before, called the golden rule. And it is ancient wisdom. And I know, it sounds a little cheesy, but I swear it works. If a bully is in your life, someone who is mean, someone who tears you down, somebody who makes you feel so low, this is a tool you can use to keep your own power. You can't let them take it from you. When I stay calm, I am not giving him a reaction. I'm totally calm and I do not give him a reaction, which takes the fun out of it. It takes all the fun out of it, and literally he doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know how to bring it back. It's like, because it's so hard to be mean to someone who's being nice to you. So by me taking that weird, crazy step of giving him a compliment, just one tiny little compliment, not to even necessarily be nice to him, but to diffuse him and take the fun out of it, when I give him that compliment, he literally doesn't know what to say. And then he thinks, you know what, she's no fun. I'm not even gonna like do this again because this is boring. I have kept my power and he has not been able to take it from me. Staying calm, love them, avoid them, and you win. Give him a hand. He's so awesome. The little present. I hope you like it. If you don't, it's okay. Email me and I'll try to change my entire book to please you. Just kidding. So, bullying is something I care a lot about because when I was in junior high school, I was in 8th grade, and there was this stupid fad going on. You're gonna laugh at this, and every time I tell this story, it still amazes me that this actually happened. So there was this fad going on where kids in my junior high would put gel in their hair, stick their heads in toilets, flush it, and apparently they were trying to get their hair to stand up all swirled and they would call it the Whoville hair. So they wanted to look like Who's from Whoville. I don't know. I have no explanation. I'm still in awe. So one day this kid ran up to me and he's like, Jessie, I need your help with something. And I am a helping hand. So I said, sure. So I follow him into our school locker room in the middle of the day where he had 3 other guys and a former best friend of mine, we'll call her Helga. And they were all trying to do this pointless thing. And I was sitting there standing in amazement thinking, why? Why? Why would you do that? It's the dumbest thing ever. And it doesn't work, by the way, so don't get any ideas because you'll get a disease. Don't do it. So they all turn to me and they say, maybe we just need longer hair. I know. I instantly started backing up and I was like, don't even think about it. 4 guys came and grabbed me, dumped a gallon of hair gel on my head, stuck my head in a porcelain pony. I know. And flushed it. Gross, right? I'm a total germaphobe and I'm pretty sure that's where it all started. Oh my gosh, it makes me dry just thinking about it. Really gross. So after that very traumatizing experience, I cried my eyes out. It was so traumatizing for me. I just could not believe that happened. After that, I was so angry. I was so angry at my former best friend who told those boys to come and get me. She specifically told them to come and get me. And it really hurt because we were best friends in elementary school for a couple years. Best friends, almost every day hanging out together. And I just thought that one act threw away all of our good times. Just threw them away in the trash. So it hurt so bad. And I just thought the only way I'm going to feel better is if I get back at her. The only way I'm going to feel better because I'm hurting is to hurt her back. So I planned my revenge. I sat next to one of her little ditzy minions in my English class, and I watched how she signed her name. And then I wrote out a little note, and this is so embarrassing. Every time I tell it, it just stings. It really, really does. I wrote out a note saying that Helga was pregnant. In 8th grade. I know. It's the dumbest thing. The dumbest thing. And I signed it the way that her friend signed it. And then I went and put it in Helga's boyfriend's locker. I know. Don't clap for that. Do not clap. Are you kidding me? Not funny. It is not funny. I still feel so much shame and so much embarrassment. Just so stupid. So I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what the repercussions were from my actions, but all I know is that I hated myself. I hated myself. I just thought, who am I? Like, who does that? Why would I do that? Just because I was hurting, I wanted to hurt somebody back. And I decided right then, I said, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that kind of person. I want to actually like myself. I want to be proud of who I am. I don't want to make stupid choices like that. So I wrote out another note telling her what I had done, that I was very, very sorry, and that I forgave her for setting me up, and I hoped that she would forgive me for my very, very hazardous choice, because I felt terrible about it, and I decided I don't want to be a bully. Because that's what bullies are, you guys. Bullies are people who are hurting, and they don't know how to process their emotions, so they hurt other people. I don't want to be one of those kind of people. And I'm not sure what happened with that note. I never heard back from her, but all I know is that I felt really good about who I was. And I remember telling myself, hey, you know what? That was hard. That was a hard thing, Jessie. You did a hard thing. It was the right thing. And now I feel good about myself. I felt proud of myself. And that felt good. Tool number 3 is leaders outsmart the haters. Leaders outsmart the haters. So when you try that cheesy little claw idea by staying calm, showing someone a little bit of love, I promise you, you will outsmart them. One of my favorite rock star leaders, Martin Luther King Jr. You know exactly what his childhood was like. And look at where his choice to stay calm in the face of a hater took him. It's pretty incredible. You can be that powerful. He said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So tool number 1, leaders choose to work. Tool number 2, leaders choose to be confident. Tool number 3, leaders outsmart the haters. And it all comes down to our choices. Tool number 4, I needed one more volunteer. Last volunteer. Need a boy. I need a boy. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, give him a hand. Give him a hand. He's brave. I love brave guys. You're not lactose intolerant, are you?
Nah.
No? That's good. What's your name?
My name's Noe Flores.
What do you like to do?
Eat.
Eat. Awesome. What is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
The classic one, the strawberry one.
Oh yeah, okay, me too. I like that one too. Yeah, I like s'mores too. You like s'mores? Yeah, you like that one? All right. What's your favorite Olympic event?
Olympic event, ski.
Cool. I like the half pipe. You like the half pipe? Oh, slope style, he says. All right, cool. So you're not lactose intolerant, right? Okay. Are you thirsty?
A little, yeah.
Okay. Would you care for a nice, refreshing glass of, what is this? 2% reduced fat milk?
Nah.
Too bad. Have a sip of that. Tell me what you think. Tell me if it is wholesome, if it is refreshing, if it is yummy. It's okay, he says. You drank the whole thing. You weren't supposed to do that. I told you to take a sip. Follow the instructions. Just kidding. Okay. Do you like chocolate? Do you like chocolate in your milk? All right. Let's have some chocolate milk. Nice thick layer in there. I love chocolate. Let's mix it up for you. Looks delicious. Yes. Yes. Diego says, please stay seated when the bell rings. They're giving us time to finish. That's what he says. Okay, take a sip of that. Tell me what you think. Just a sip. Just a little bit. Is it good? You like it? No? It's not good? No? Okay, pretend it's good. How about that? What about Windex? Do you like Windex in your chocolate milk? I love Windex in my chocolate milk. Oh, let's get a nice thick layer in there. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Can you smell that? That's delicious. My windows at home are so clean. I love Windex. Let's get a nice thick layer in there. Are you excited? I can tell you're excited. Oh my gosh, it's so yummy. All right, let's mix that up. Oh, deliciousness. Nutritious and delicious. All right, have a sip of that. Don't drink it. You're not going to drink it? What's your problem?
I am.
No. Argue with me.
Okay. Okay, no, I'm not gonna drink it.
Why? What's your problem? Are you just a loser? Like you're not doing what everyone does? Everyone tell him. Everyone drinks Windex.
Okay, I drink it.
Why will you not drink it? That's just, okay, fine. If you're not going to drink it, you're just a loser. I'm going to drink it. That's good. That's good stuff. Give him a hand. He's brave. Thank you. All right. I know what you're all thinking. Did she really take time to put blue Gatorade in a Windex bottle? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm dedicated to you. I am dedicated. All right, the milk is us. We are born wholesome. We are born good. We are born great. We are born. It's already in us when we are born, our greatness. The chocolate are the good people. Good people in our life that breathe life into us. One of my heroes, Josh Shipp, says there are two kinds of people in the world. There are breathers and there are suckers. People who breathe life into us and people who suck the life out of us. Chocolate. We want chocolate people in our lives. We want people who are breathers, who breathe life into us. I know. I had to say it. I'm sorry. It's funny. And Windex represents toxic people. There are toxic people in our lives, and no matter what, they will poison all of the good things. You mix them in. It's not just a layer on top. You mix it in. They poison all of us. And I care a lot about this because when I was in college, I met this boy. He was so cute. And he was so much fun. Here's an example. We were starving college students. We had like literally a dime between us. And he had this great idea. So we ran over to this apartment complex and we're like, hey, we're knocking on doors. And we said, we're on a scavenger hunt and all we need is a red safety pin or $1. Can you help us out? And of course they didn't have a red safety pin. I don't think they make red safety pins. So they'd give us $1. We made 20 bucks and went to Applebee's. That's a hot date that I should not condone. And yet I do. So he was so much fun, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I have found the man of my dreams. But that all changed real quick. About 4 months into our little dating adventure, we were out to dinner one night, and I had just bought this awesome like navy blue shirt with a boat scoop neck that showed off my best feature, my clavicles. Calm down, they're just collarbones. And I thought I was looking adorable, and he looks across the table at me and he says, hey Jessie, I don't think blue is your color. I know. Let's all say it together. Oh, mean. You're so mean. And that one little criticism led to many more criticisms, and then that led to manipulation. He would say things so mean that would just shatter me. I'd be crying my eyes out and feel so worthless. And then he'd show up the next day with flowers, and he'd say, oh, Jessie, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'll never say anything like that again. Until the next week, or the very next day. He had no intention of changing. And then that led to controlling behaviors. He wanted me to call him at a certain time every night. He wanted me to only hang out with certain people. He wanted to choose my college classes for me. And if I didn't do exactly what he told me, he would actually raise his voice and yell at me for not being his lemming. Controlling behaviors. Criticisms, manipulation, controlling behaviors. Those are huge red flags of a toxic relationship. And let me be very clear, this can happen from a girl to a guy, from a guy to a girl, and this can also happen with our friends, people that we hang out with. I'm just talking about people in general, not necessarily significant relationships. So, watch out for those red flags of abuse, you guys. Those toxic relationships, that is one thing that can absolutely destroy you if you let it. And let me also be very clear, there's always going to be haters, always. They're always going to be there. There's always going to be somebody who doesn't like you for whatever reason, and that's totally out of your control. You don't have control over that. The only thing you can do is learn how to be resilient. Learning how to be resilient and standing up for yourself, saying, I do not like the way you're talking to me. I do not like what you're asking me to do and that you're pushing me into it. Not going to do it. So the next time somebody ever makes you feel insecure, like you're walking on eggshells, like you're not sure about who you are, you feel low, you feel put down, I want you to look them square in the eye and say, sorry, I don't drink Windex. Okay? All right. Thank you. Another rock star leader, another favorite hero of mine, Benjamin Franklin, he said, any fool can criticize, condemn, or complain, and most fools do. Tool number 1, leaders choose to work. Tool number 2, leaders choose to be confident. Tool number 3, leaders choose to outsmart the haters. Tool number 4, leaders choose to never allow toxic people to hold them back. That doesn't mean toxic people won't try to hold you back. That just means you don't allow it. You stand up for yourself and you say, I don't think so. Right? It all comes down to our choices. It all comes down to what? Choices. Our choices. All right. I want to make sure we're doing okay on time. I have a timer set. I have 3 minutes. Okay. My last tool. Tool number 5. When I was 18, I went to Kenya, Africa with a service organization called Reach the Children. And when I was 18, I would have described myself as a little selfish, pretty unaware of what's going on around me, a little materialistic. I like shoes. I can't help myself. I'm a girl. So I was a little unaware and a little ungrateful for everything that I had growing up in this incredible country. I don't know if any of you are patriots like me. Does anyone love this country as much as I do? Yeah. So I was so excited to go to Africa to serve these people, and there were so many amazing experiences in my 2.5 weeks there, but one in particular will never leave my mind. I met this one girl named Cindy, and she was 13 years old, and she was stunning. She had these like sparkling white eyes and this dazzling smile and this beautiful black porcelain skin. She was just stunning, and I just adored her instantly. And we got to spend an entire day together. We were hiking, we were painting chairs, we were reading books to younger kids, and this organization had built a school for kids in a very rural area that would have had no chance for education otherwise. So I spent this entire day with Cindy, and I was asking her questions like, what do you want to do with your life? And she said, I'm so grateful to finally have the opportunity for education. She was 13 and was just learning how to read and write because of this organization. And she said to me, she said, I want to work so hard so that I can get to America eventually, because I want a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and a PhD in psychology. I want to be a family therapist. And she even told me, this is going to be my office. I'm going to have like this red cherry wood colored desk over here, and it's always going to be clean. There's never going to be any papers on it. And over here I want like a cream colored chaise lounge chair so that everyone will be really comfortable and cozy in my office. And on my walls I want this like gray ornate wallpaper. And when people come into my office, they're going to feel safe, and I'm going to be able to help them with their problems. Can you visualize her office right now? Like, this girl had dreamed her dream. It was amazing. It was one of the best days of my life. And the next day we had to go to a different school, so I had to say goodbye to Cindy. And on the bus ride to the next school, my team leader came up to me and said, hey, how was your day? And I said, it was amazing. I said, I got to spend the whole day with this girl named Cindy, and we're like going to try to stay in touch and be pen pals. And he said, did she tell you what's going on with her? And I said, we talked a lot about her future and what she wants to do, but we didn't really talk about her childhood. And he said, well, if you're going to be pen pals, you probably need to know a little more about her. He said that Cindy was an orphan. She'd been abandoned by her father when she was about 3. Her mother had died from AIDS. She was taken in by some very distant relatives who did not want her. There was a lot of physical and emotional abuse in that home, and she was forced to sleep in a cardboard box outside of their little shack. And then when she was 13, they built this school for the kids in that area, and the older girls, like Cindy's age, they had to walk miles and miles to get to school every single day. And my team leader said, we were so excited to build a boarding house at this school so that those older girls didn't have to walk every day, because it's really dangerous. And I said, danger? Like, what kind of danger? Like, I was thinking like wild animals or something, and he said, no, it's a little more graphic and kind of hard to talk about. I don't know if you want to know. I said, I want to know. And I'm going to share it with you guys because I think you're mature enough to handle it. He said in Africa there's a huge problem with AIDS, and there's a belief, because of a lot of ignorance, that if you have AIDS, you can rid yourself of it by raping a virgin. You pass it on to her, rid yourself of it. And that's what happened to this beautiful 14-year-old girl, 13-year-old girl. She was attacked by 4 men and was now HIV positive. And I just sat there stunned for about a minute, and then I cried my eyes out. And then I realized something really incredible. I realized I had spent almost 12 hours with this girl, and she didn't say a word about her horrific past. Not a word. The only thing she was telling me about was her focused, beautiful, bright, spotless future. And I realized Cindy was one of the most amazing rock star leaders I've ever met. That was a girl who owns her life, and she was not going to let anybody take her power from her. It's pretty incredible. Another rock star leader who I love, Oprah. I know, boys, I know. I love Oprah. She said, the one thing that you can do to change your life today would be to start being grateful for what you have right now. So leadership tool number 5 is leaders choose to be grateful. They choose to live in gratitude. Tool number 1, leaders choose to work. Tool number 2, leaders choose to be confident. Tool number 3, leaders choose to outsmart the haters. Tool number 4, leaders choose to never allow toxic people to hold them back. Tool number 5, leaders are grateful. And it all comes down to our choices. Do I have time for a song real quick? It's like a minute. This song perfectly encompasses everything I'm trying to teach you, and I'm a little obsessed with Disney, so we have to do it, yeah. It's funny how sudden distance makes everything seem small, and the fear that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. He'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the story die. Very nice, you guys. I got some frisbees. Heads up. Throw them. The clouds of love is shooting to the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen blackouts all around. And one drop crystallizes like an icy blood. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, let it go. I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go. And that perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rain down. Cold never bothered me anyway. Thank you. If you remember anything else I've said today, I just want you to remember 2 things. The first is, if you want any other ideas on how to be a rock star leader, and if you want to connect with me, because I do think you're adorable humans and I'd like to be friends, go to idon'tdrinkwindex.com. idon'tdrinkwindex.com. And the second thing is just my life philosophy. Here it is, real simple. When I'm 90 and I'm in a nursing home eating my Jell-O, playing bingo, starring in the nursing home musical, will I be happy with the choices I made? Will I be happy with the choices I made? If you want to be happy, if you want to be a leader, and if you want to be great, it all comes down to your choices. Thank you for having me.
Oh, the McAllen students have been so amazing to me. I had 15 kids after my first presentation come up and hug me, even guys, you've got some secure gentlemen in your student body. And they were just so sweet, very receptive and very warm, and I felt very at home here.
The message that you hope that they walk away with?
I hope that they realize that they have control over their choices. That's the biggest thing. I think a lot of us who grow up going through hard things, we don't think that we have any control over it, but we do. We have control over our attitude, how we're going to process it, and how we're going to move forward from hard things.